Welcome back to another episode of the B-Roll Podcast. I'm Tommy Stanton, co-founder of WABC Studios.
And I'm Dutch Kent from DK Films.
And I'm Blake Morgan, also from WABC Studios.
And we're back. This is what,
Hell
episode
yeah.
6?
Hell yeah. 6, 7. Bro,
Alright.
it sounded like Blake got fucking spooked when you...
I did.
when you
What?
started talking.
It was so quiet. It was so quiet. And then Tommy started the intro. I was like,
I waited for silence.
It was so funny. I heard like, and I was like...
Oh, how's everybody's weeks doing? This is Easter week.
It's had a good-ass week. 3-day weekend. Got off early today. Did some fucking yard work, bro. That's the man's dream. I'm in a good-ass mood. I'm ready for the B-Roll Podcast.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking blow. Bleep that out.
I wanted to start this by saying I'd finished Dispatch, which is a fucking goated game. You guys need to play Dispatch.
Who'd you go for? Which girl?
What?
Oh,
Which girl?
no.
Which
You
girl
know what
did
I'm
you go
talking
for?
about?
I've beaten that game multiple times, and I'm an Invisigirl simp.
Invisigirl, yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I got. Apparently, she's hard to get with, and like first time,
she was
I got her first game I ever played.
I did too.
I had Aura, I guess.
Ew,
Yeah.
horny fuck.
I didn't
It's not
realize.
horny. I mean, kind
I
of.
didn't realize that. I think like only like 57% of people went with Invisigirl, which I thought was insane because narratively it made way more sense to go for Invisigirl.
Yeah, she is mommy. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's great.
I
Yeah,
thought.
I-
I thought you guys would be talking about plot and gameplay.
This guy, dude, I did not realize he fully beat Dutch is goated. Your aura just increased a lot.
I beat it, yeah, multiple times.
Fuck yeah.
I'm on top of that shit.
I
bro.
bet
Yeah,
you're part of the 7% that didn't fist bump Rowie. Freud.
No, bro.
No clue what
I'm
you
a
guys
nice
are
guy.
talking about.
I want to meet
Blake-
those 7% of people that did not fist bump Roy.
Blake is like, oh, look at you with your gameplay and story. Bro has no idea.
This is coming
That's
from the
not
guy
why we
that's
play the
not.
game.
This is coming from the guy that's not watching the Mario Galaxy movie with us on Saturday.
That's
so.
true.
Oh yeah,
total-
I get to keep the money and the time of my life without fucking wasting it.
Bro,
What
that's
are
gonna
you
be
talking
Kino.
about, bro?
Kino, peak cinema, absolute cinema. Martin Scorsese, peak cinema. I'm so. It's gonna be like a 1.5 star, isn't it? Ultimate
Yes.
Tommy argument on the podcast.
Ever getting that time and money back? By
Low
the way.
key, they could just show Rosalina's feet and it immediately gets a 4+ star.
Dude,
We're back with the
fucking-
random active
The
horniness.
fucking boobs are playing every 5
Yes.
seconds. They're everywhere.
I can't wait till Mario goes, oh my god, it's the Rizzler.
Dude, I would give it a 5-star rating if he said that.
This is this is a real.
While we're off topic, I gotta say, I mentioned this before the podcast, but bro, I'm watching Game of Thrones right now. Like, I'm on season 4, late season 4, and it is like peak. It is like getting head. Like, it is like the fucking greatest thing ever. And I'm just bookmarking this. I'm gonna come back to this when I'm in the later seasons, and I'm just gonna cry. I'm gonna sob at how happy I was. But man, like those 2 episodes of TV were so good that like it put me in a better mood. Like, holy shit, guys. If you somehow haven't seen Game of Thrones, the audience, like in the year of our Lord 2026, go watch that shit, bro. It's so peak. Okay. That's my little not paid by HBO sponsorship for Game of Thrones. Yeah, I had to get it out there.
Psst, hey, all right, everybody. All right, wake back up. All right, we're ready. All right, now we got everybody back. Ugh. That was our first sponsored break of the B-Roll podcast.
HBO, please sponsor me, please.
Dude, I would literally lick Doritos off of my feet for a sponsorship. Just letting you know.
Fine, bro, put it right there.
Okay, we've got Blake's recommendation of the Iron Claw. So we're gonna let Blake handle this shit. So we just need a brief overview and a spoiler warning.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, today our episode is about the Iron Claw. The movie came out in 2023. This is a very, very groundbreaking movie, I'd like to say. It's about the story of the Von Erich brothers wrestling back all the way in the 70s. About it's kind of like Autumn Sonata in a way, but like more intense and a bit sweatier. All I can say is that there is a spoiler warning. We'll be talking a lot about the ending. We're gonna go across. Got some interesting topics about. Dutch said he's excited for this, and the last time he said he was excited about a movie I recommended, he told me he hated it. So we're just gonna see how this goes. Does anybody want to go first, or they want me to go first?
Well, I want to say first that I also oddly noticed the Autumn Sonata connection. I wrote that in my notes.
Hmm.
I just wanted to say that. So that's funny that you say that. But Tommy, do you want to go first?
Um, I mean, I can if you guys want.
I prefer one of you two to go before me.
Tell
Personally.
me you go. You
I
go.
go first. Okay, well, I thought it was pretty good. The story, the real life story, is just something that's so fucking unbelievable that I think this film was warranted. I guess. The tragedy of his family and like the curse was played pretty well. I thought that the pacing was pretty. That wasn't a problem. It was 2:15, I think, and it went relatively smooth. I didn't have any pacing issues really. Um, Acting was one of the highlights. Especially the father. I thought his performance was excellent. His stubborn nature. Um, he feels like the pressure of like his family, and it's weird because his motivations aren't really, oh, I want my sons to do well. It's I want them to finally finish the job. And I thought his obsessive work nature, making him lose track of the humanity of him and his sons, especially through the third act. But like just his obsessive work nature was just something to behold. I thought his performance was great. I'm trying to look at the cast list, trying to figure out his name.
It's
Is
Holt
it
McCallney. It's
Holt
that guy.
McCallany?
Yeah.
So I really liked his performance. Love Zac Efron's performance. I thought one of the highlights was what Kevin and his girlfriend and well wife. I thought that their connection was really genuine. I'm still fucking horrible with these names.
I just call them by their actor names, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's so much
That's
easier
true.
for me.
That's fair,
We
but I'm
accept.
also
Accept.
I still can't remember actor names, bro.
Okay, we'll still call Jake Gyllenhaal Jake Gyllenhaal,
Oh,
no matter
he's
who.
the
For
OG.
yeah, for real, for real, for
Yeah.
real. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good film. Got a tear out of me in the end, and I thought that the ending was perfect. You know, the thing that got him to break down was his kids. You know, after all the pressure that mounted onto him, this absolutely mortifying story. Um, I thought it handled suicide well, like the tragedy and the hardship that comes with suicide and families, and I don't know. My biggest gripe with the issue is I wish there would have been more conversations with Kevin and the dad. But obviously, because this is a real life retelling, you can't really go too much off script. But that's just like the selfish film enjoyer. Me want more story. But yeah, I think that's a good opening impression for me. It was pretty good.
Blake, you want me to go or do you want to go?
I'll go. We'll leave you for the end, Dutch. We know about you. So straight out of the bat, I was so hyped when I saw the trailer for this movie because I always loved watching wrestling from just from back then in the '80s. Ric Flair, old school Undertaker, the Von Erichs. I remember watching them just like on playbacks all the time. And when I heard they were making a movie about it, I was really pumped. But the first thing I had when they released the cast was like, what the fuck? You're gonna tell me the loser from High School Musical and the drug addict from Shameless are gonna be in this fucking movie? I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed when I heard about the casting. But holy shit, blew my feet and my dick out of the water just immediately when I watched it. they feel relationships feel genuine, and that's what I love about this movie. Um, and I just want to point out this is a fun fact. So there's four brothers in the movie, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but this is the only thing. So this movie is just typically sad, right? It's supposed to come off as sad. The only reason that it's not more sad is because in the real story, they had a sixth brother that is not in the story at all. His name is Chris. It was completely left out of the movie, including his story, that would have made it an already devastating like movie even heavier. And that decision says a lot about just how much this family endured. And Kevin alone, like the lone survivor, and somehow with all that, the emotional weight of this film is still immense, considering the fact that there's a whole other story they haven't told, which I think is just incredible. There's more they could be telling us, but for our own sakes, they're not going to tell us. And I agree with Tommy. Like even though he might not have known that, I want to know that story. I want to know more. I want to be curling up in the fetal position at the corner of my room crying because of what I just watched. All right, I want that feeling. That is my only complaint about it. But other than that, this is a really kind of rare like sports drama. It doesn't feel like a rancid biopic, like Bohemian. Me and Dutch had a conversation about Bohemian Rhapsody when we were on a road trip like a week ago, and he asked me how I felt about biopics, and I went on a whole rant about how like things like Bohemian Rhapsody are so underdone because they don't tell the real story. This is the only movie that is a biopic that does not feel like a biopic, and it's amazing because I don't. In the end, I don't want it to feel like a retelling. I want to feel like it's an own story that I haven't heard, and it is, and I love it. I love all of it, and just these performances are just phenomenal across the board. Just aching authenticity. It's real, okay? It felt really fucking real. That's all I got to say. And I can feel like the love between these guys. And here's the thing, I don't have siblings. So it's hard to make me feel relationships I've never had before just from watching that movie. I am an only child, and yeah, I feel like I've known these guys that I saw on the screen forever, and I actually cried when each one of them died. Kind of what I have to say.
Yeah, so this is the first film that is in somebody's top four. It's the first film that's regarded that highly by somebody. So this was extremely interesting to me, looking at this through the lens of Blake. So first, I'm going to break it down this way. I'm going to start with my problems. I think some of the wrestling, especially towards the beginning, lacked some impact and weight. However, I felt like it recovered throughout the film, and this was a minor nitpick. I thought many of the characters were pretty two-dimensional. We didn't learn a lot about the individuals in this film. And I thought that the structure of this was pretty scattershot, pretty everywhere. But I think Blake will be happy to hear that is all of the problems I have with this film.
Pulling it out now.
And other than that, I loved this film. I thought it was fantastic. And I have a lot of notes to justify this opinion. First, I immediately recognized this was shot on film. I don't know if you guys have an eye for this, but this film looks stunning.
A24, baby. A24 always does it.
It looked amazing. I pointed out to Tabby multiple times that the cinematography was just fantastic. The blocking is great. The camera movements are very motivated and have a purpose. The color grading is fantastic and unique, especially compared to a lot of the Netflix films. The film grain that you get from it being shot on film adds texture to everything and makes it look so much better. I thought the outdoor scenes looked amazing in particular. And I agree with what Blake was talking about with the casting. where he said he was worried at first, but he said he ended up, being really impressed. And I was very, very impressed with the casting of this. Zac Efron in particular, he was great. And one of the things that I liked about the casting of this is that he actually looked quite similar to his father in the face. Uh, and I thought that was really interesting. I also noticed at the very beginning that the wrestlers were kind of like on the thinner end, like the in black and white. And I was like, oh, they're on the thinner end. Like that would make more sense casting wise if this was like set in the 50s or the 60s. And it was revealed later that it was. And I'm like, that is such a small bit of attention to detail that the casting director took into account that someone like me could appreciate. This is something I noticed in particular looking at it through Blake's eyes. There are a lot of good needle drops in this. The way music is used in this film is really good. Just like the jukebox musical, already songs type of songs were really good and used at appropriate times. But honestly, the thing that I love the most about the music in this film is when they didn't use it. What do I mean by that? Well, there were a lot of emotional scenes in this film. And often during the emotional scenes, the music was extremely quiet or towards the end, non existent. And I really love that because it lets the emotions stand on their own. It lets you bathe in the emotions. It doesn't have to play this loud, overbearing, overwhelming score to try to manipulate you and tug at your heartstrings. Instead, it lets it speak for itself. And that was a really, really good use of the music. The screenplay is smart. It wraps into itself. There are a bunch of really good setups and payoffs. I really like the, like little setups and payoffs. Like for an example, one of the brothers being a poor speaker and the other being good, and that ends up having like massive ramifications later. And that's set up in like a 1, 2, like boom, boom. Like there's a small setup and then a big payoff later on. I really, really like that attention to detail in the screenplay. I love a lot of the little character moments. The dad moving right to work right after his first son's death was insane and really reinforces his character. And it reminded me of Ingrid Bergman from Autumn Sonata. She does the same thing. It gave me those same vibes. There are a lot of smart, small moments I appreciated about how this movie was visually communicated. Where the camera was placed, where the wrestlers are bouncing against the sides of the rings, to the small, clever reveal of Jeremy Allen White's leg being missing. This film was really intelligently shot. I really love that sequence where you're like, oh shit, like Jeremy Allen White, he's gonna die on that motorcycle. He's screwed. And then he's alive and you feel relief. And then through clever blocking, it's revealed after like 30 seconds that his leg is missing. And you're like, oh shit. Like that was shot really intelligently. Most of all, to wrap up, I have other things, but most of all, I love this film's pacing. It's undeniably slow, but in a way that I adore because it allows the audience and the characters to stew in the tragedy. If this film moved any quicker, it would risk rushing the deaths and losing the impact of those deaths. It really establishes the pacing, a truly repugnant, oppressive atmosphere that put me in a really bad mood by the end of it. This was a slow burn for sure, but it really paid off. So overall, I'll stop talking because I've talked a while. I thought this film was pretty great, and I was surprised because it's completely outside of the genre that I typically enjoy. So good rec, Blake.
Oh, my whole desk is white now. For starters, Dutch has only ever liked one film that I ever recommended, and it was Eyes Wide Shut, and that was like That was like a fucking year ago. So it's great. Get this fucking up.
I want to say I've spent the last like 3 minutes with my mic muted, and I think I've sneezed like 10 times. Every time I unmute, I'm scared I'm gonna sneeze again.
Yeah,
I thought
was pretty excited.
one of the best shots of it was like when it was the party that they snuck off to, and it was Kevin and his girlfriend at the time. They walk to the car and then they do like the makeout scene, but it's the shadows.
Yeah,
And I thought that shot was really good. I also thought that
I pointed that out to Tabby too.
The wedding was a nice atmosphere. Like that was fun. and the sit down in the urinal
Oh, with
with the
Harris Dickinson's character.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was tragic when you look back at it, and it was like, oh man, he could have done something, but
Oh, this is actually something I want to point out. So Harris Dickinson, the first brother that dies in the movie, I don't know if you guys have heard it all, but he's going to be playing John Lennon in the new biopic for the Beatles that comes out next
Oh,
year.
really?
mm,
Yeah, can you imagine him looking like that skinny fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, does he actually have a skinny build? Because, dude, people were fucking bulked up in this. Like, when I saw Jeremy Allen White, like the Shameless guy, I'm used to seeing him as like a skinny, like twink, and he was huge in this. I was like stunned at how big he was.
Yeah, no, they all fucking. From what I remember, they all went on a heavy fucking
yeah,
bulk.
I know
Especially Zac Efron.
a lot of
He's
them.
crazy.
He's crazy built, dude. If he
Yeah,
looked like, can you imagine if he looked like that in High School Musical? You could not keep anything.
I know
straight.
steroids was a giant thing back in the '60s, and I was worried they weren't going to cover it at all, but they had multiple needle shots of the needles, and I was like, okay, this
Isn't
'cause-
based in the '60s. This is in the '80s.
the '80s. Well, this is Prime Flare. Are you sure that would be like the '70s, wouldn't it?
'70s, late '80s.
Because territorial, because by the '80s the WWF was the main one, and territorial wrestling kind of faded out.
I don't think it
I'm
was
trying
the
to remember.
Well, his dad fought in the 50s because here's a little
late '70s through the '80s,
They said
early
it's the 80s.
'90s.
I would say it would have been like because the end of the movie was when like territorial wrestling stopped being a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was gonna say I did actually a lot of my own research after this. Listened to a few like YouTube videos and stuff because I was so interested, and I heard about like the missing brother that you talked about, Blake, in my own research. But I also heard about how like their father like role played as like a Nazi, like
Yeah.
that was like his heel persona, like
Mhm.
back when he was wrestling.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
his name changed.
I never heard about this. What are
Yeah.
you fucking talking about?
You Google it. Yeah, he like his heel persona was like that he was like a Nazi, and that was like his whole thing. Yeah, I even listened to like a Theo Von, which I don't really like Theo Von, but anyway, I listened to an episode with Kevin Von Erich on it, and he was actually talking about how his dad like did like the Nazi kind of act. I was like, what? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
God, this guy was a real life villain. You didn't even need to do the cliche. You didn't even need to do the cliche shit on this guy.
Yeah, dude, I'm not trying to take up all the air in the room, but I really also liked the little moments where they were just like enjoying their family life. Like this movie did a really good job at making these characters super likable, even though they were kind of shallow. They were still likable, and their dynamics were good, and they felt wholesome. And I really, really liked like the vibes of the first half of the film, which made it all more effective when they completely tore everything down in the second half.
Oh, it's great.
The football scene, that one was
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, here's a question I had. How do you think the film would be different if they added the other brother in?
not that much. I don't know the story of the other one. I guess if it's, I don't know. It doesn't affect me at all. I can't think of any reason why it would be too big of a deal.
I know how it would affect the film. It would fuck with the pacing, which is probably why they just excluded him. Because whether his story is small or big, you already have a film that's over 2 hours long that's already a slow burn. So they basically probably for the point of entertainment needed to cut something out, and that probably would have taken such a significant amount of time up that they cut it out. You could argue morally, is that good or correct? Because, like this is a real person who should probably not be forgotten either. But I think filmmaking wise, that's probably how it would have affected it. It would probably been like 2.5 hours long or something like that.
I guess I could see. I don't know. Is there a reason why they picked him, like out of all of them? Or?
Well, he had the most graphic. He blew his head off with a shotgun.
I don't know.
And like, you know, Jeremy Allen White's character did shoot himself with a revolver, but they did it off screen, and
Yeah.
I guess they kind of. I imagine they didn't just want to do the same thing with, you know, that. Even though that is what happened.
I don't know.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's tragic. All
Yeah, I
right.
guess it's a good point. It could have been repetitive, like,
Yeah.
3 suicides in a row.
Everyone would have been like, "Wow, this is really repetitive. There's no way
Yeah.
this could have happened in real life."
Yeah. I think they made the right decision, like, when it comes to filmmaking. I'm not sure morally, but
Mhm.
filmmaking wise, yeah, they probably made the right decision.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you guys ready for we do final ratings first, or who hated it?
We do final ratings first, but
Are
you
you guys
guys
ready for
have
final
you
ratings?
guys finished?
I feel like I've said most of the things that I. Yeah.
We did
Is that
we
all I needed to say?
we blitzkrieg through that pretty quick, but I just want to say one of the reasons I was excited because I was going in, I'm like, can I finally break that like 7 out of 10 barrier for Blake or Tommy? Can I not be an asshole this episode? And like in the first 10 minutes, when I was like, is this shot on film? Oh my God, that looks great. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh my God, Zac Efron is fucking bulked. Oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Like, I was like, hell yeah. Like, it's the opposite of that problem I get where it's like, oh, there's this issue, there's this issue. Like, all
Yeah.
these good things like rolled into each other and like kept on building momentum. And I really enjoyed it. It was good.
All right.
I'm
All
ready.
right. All right. Who wants to go first?
I mean, you can. I mean, I feel like.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Iron Claw. I thought it was well paced, extremely well shot. I thought the characters were fucking amazing. I thought this was the least cliche biopic I have ever seen, which I respect the absolute hell out of. This movie just amazed me, made me feel a lot of ways I've never felt before. So for that, it is in my top 4, which I'm gonna have to say, this movie is it's a 10 out of 10 and it's a 5-star in Letterboxd.
This is in my top 4, and I give it a 3 stars with a like.
Dude, unironically, I'm gonna beat Kaylee's ass for that. Like, I hope she hears this. Kaylee, if you're listening, why is your second favorite film a 4-star? Okay,
Bro.
I will go now because I talked a lot. And I want someone else to finish it off, so that way it's not just me. Yeah, I said pretty much everything I needed to say. This was really, really great. It looked great. The casting was great. It was shot intelligently. Pretty much every technical aspect of this film was great. But on top of that, it told a really good story with a pacing that I kind of attached to. Very sad. It really stewed in this like kind of oppressive, anxiety-inducing atmosphere. Like it felt like I like had to go to the dentist or something the next day. Like I was just kind of dreading being alive, which is good. You know, I like feeling like that when a film can make me feel something that's really good.
Yeah.
I had a few minor issues with this. It wasn't perfect, but I loved it. I thought it was great. So this gets a 4-star, 8 out of 10. The like, it was good.
Let's go.
Alright, I guess I get to go last. Which, I don't know. This film was good. I liked it. It didn't hit me as hard as I think the film tried to make me. Like, I teared up a tiny bit at the end. But still great film. Good pacing. Beautifully shot. A lot of the moments, like, I really attached myself. I really liked the wedding scene. I thought that was pretty, like, humble and nice. And I think that was like the peak of, hey, everybody's happy. This is like trying to get you prepare yourself for the hell that would take place afterwards. I think it did the real life story justice. Obviously, there's like the what ifs and stuff. I'm not a huge. I don't really. I guess thinking about the brother thing, I don't really. Again, morally, I question it, but I think it ended up being the right decision at the end of the day for the film itself. But yeah, pretty good film. I give it a 3.5 stars or a 7 out of 10.
Oh, you hated it then? Oh, okay.
I was 7 out of 10 hating.
No, you hated it. You hate it more than any movie you've ever seen. Okay, you hate Blake too
My
then, man.
pee hurts.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude?
You hate
7
Blake.
out of 10.
You want to kill Blake. You want him to die.
Blake said he hated Shutter Island and then gave it like a 5 out of 10, and it was like average. And then you proceeded to milk me for 30 minutes until my dick fell off onto the floor and I had to sweep it up and stick it back on with Elmer's glue.
No, I'm fucking with you because you've been the most positive person like on every single film. So like I had to fuck with you.
Well, I'm sorry that like 90% of the films were like either life-changing masterpieces or like in my top 10.
Yeah, I'll stop recommending good films. Okay, I hear you.
You got to hear my recommendation. It's the emoji. Ah! All right. It's time for the most loved segment in all of the B-Roll podcast because it's our only one. It's time for Who Hated It?
Yeah, let's go.
Where we go on Letterboxd and we go look at some reviews that maybe are a little bit more critical than us, and we try to determine whether they are valid or if they're a piece of shit that should stop talking for the rest of their lives.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I've got my 3.
I've got my 3.
Okay, I'll start. Yeah. So this is a review from Mary, and this is a short one. It's a 2-star review. They said, "Made me iron claw myself out of sheer boredom."
Yeah.
So why did I pick this? Because I simply wanted to restate how good the pacing of this film is. If it had been any quicker, it would have just been like basically torture porn. Just like bad thing happens, bad thing happens, bad thing happens, no time to breathe. So it's like, I don't know, man. I thought the pacing was like perfect. So this guy should, or girl, their name's Mary, or non-binary, should lock in. That's all I'm saying.
A good save at the end. You could have looked like a really bad person there.
You could have got it like canceled right there.
Yeah. One of our 20 viewers would cancel us.
Liberal. All right.
Liberal.
I got a review here. This is a half star, and this is by a person named Hiddle, and they said, "I had a really nice snap in between the daddy issues, toxic masculinity, and homoerotic outfits." I don't think they're talking about the movie. My personal opinion.
I feel like they're just listing. I feel like they're just listing their personal grievances with their life.
Buddy, Letterboxd isn't your therapy session, all right? Go move on to the next thing.
What if it's like, I broke my leg and my leg hurts? 0 stars.
I got peanut warts and now everything.
And like also like, okay, what's wrong with homoerotic moments, especially between like these guys with their bulk? These are like the hottest guys. Like these guys are fucking crazy hot. Like holy shit, dude, they are huge.
No straight man said, "I wouldn't fuck him."
Exactly.
Seriously, be real. Listen, your husband wants to fuck Zac Efron, all right? Don't care who you are. She wants to.
Yeah, I literally pointed that out to Tabby while I was watching it. Like they're all like working on a cornfield and like fucking building a fence and shit. I'm like, I'd smash, like holy cow.
Right? There's no Vine boobs when we say this because it's all authentic and real.
True.
This is no joke.
Yes. What is a Vine boom?
You use that sound effect in your fucking podcast episodes, bro.
What is a Vine boom?
It's just a boom. You say something like crazy and it goes boom. Like that.
Oh, like the Vine boom?
Yeah, like the Vine boom. That's exactly what we're talking about.
That's clearly the TikTok boom.
Editing Tommy's playing it over like as we talk right now.
All right, I've got a half star by Merkel, and I'm gonna use this to base a genuine talk-provoking question. Who greenlights this? I thought I was getting a good old-fashioned wrestling movie, but no, it's just 2 hours of the saddest shit you've ever seen. For the love of all that is good, we cannot let the Manning family ever see this movie. Lock it up, throw it in the harbor, destroy the key. Okay.
First of all, the Manning family all didn't kill themselves. I just want to point that out. Yeah. As of today, they all haven't killed themselves.
Wait, who's the Manning family?
I'm assuming they're talking about like Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning and Archie. Like, I was so confused.
what I think they're talking about.
I don't know. Is there a wrestling Manning family?
I don't care to look.
I don't either. But it kind of got me thinking. It was like, let's say like this movie was made without like the family that is left had no idea what they were like, they didn't have any input on anything that happened. They just sit down and watch this movie. How do you think they would feel?
Not
I
like
think
that guy just said.
I think they would feel sad because it's sad. But like I think this guy kind of like he could have done like a little bit of research on the background of this film and realized what it was about. So I don't know. That's kind of on him.
It
Yeah,
is.
I usually like, it's not like this portrayed itself as like, oh, wrestling. Like, I guess I don't know. It was all
Yeah.
about brotherhoods, and there was brotherhood. I don't know.
Bro,
I
it
feel
literally says the word tragedy in the letterbox description, okay?
It does.
yeah, I don't know. People that don't like, oh man, I thought this was gonna be a fun movie, and it ended up being me, and
Bro
then
finds
gives it like a
to be-
half star. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
It'd be like giving Autumn Sonata a half star because it's like I thought they were gonna be really happy and hold hands and talk about sewing or something.
I thought
you
it was
know?
gonna
It's
be
like,
an hour and a
no.
half of raking leaves.
Yeah, like okay, that's not what the movie's about. What do you want?
then
Go
they-
watch a
and then
movie
they-
that's like that then. Like,
Yeah.
what are you
And then they dislike the movie because that's all it is.
like
Just
that's
saying.
that's not movie criticism. Disliking a movie because it's not something completely different. Like movie criticism is addressing what the film is and then
Yeah, it's
criticizing it
yeah,
based
that
off
doesn't even
that.
make any sense.
Yeah, that guy should die now.
Yes. The B-roll
My
podcast
solution.
has been canceled.
Yeah, one of our 20 viewers, you can fight me in person.
Dude, what if
Put
the
Dutch's address like
what if
right
the
outside
yeah
the list.
yeah here's the address on screen to our audio listeners.
You guys think I'm not ready? I'm fucking ready.
Yeah.
I'll create my own The Iron Claw with this person and their family, dude. I'm gonna show them what's up, bro.
I hope like a 10-year-old knocks on your door ready to debate you. And then like a bunch of police.
I don't like your opinion on the Iron Clock.
I'll tell him to show me his top 4 on Letterboxd.
I
and
thought
then-
you were gonna say something else. I'm gonna show me
Oh.
your.
All right. I got my next one. So
Yeah.
this one is from Pube. Great name, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a 1.5 star review, and this person says, "You can practically smell the balls through the whitey tighties in this, which is fitting because this movie
What
sucks
the fuck
balls."
was that sound? What the fuck?
Lip-
Because
Sorry,
I have the same review. I have the
Oh.
same review.
Jesus Christ! It sounded like
Yeah.
it sounded like there was a blade in your ass cheeks and you just pulled it out.
Lip from Shameless continues to wow audiences by kind of looking pissed off, while Zac Efron shines as an emotionless Dick Tracy villain on steroids. This is tough to watch for all the wrong reasons, and the only thing I liked about it is how the dad kept making the acting in the film better and better by inadvertently killing his kids and their smelly
Oh
balls.
my god! Oh my god!
That is the greatest review.
What the fuck?
Oh, fucking god. This guy is Aura. What's this guy's top 4? What the fuck are these films?
Oh, no
Big
name.
Top Pee-wee. One of his top 4s is a Pee-wee film.
What the fuck is a Pee-wee film?
Okay, well, you don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, I would not say the acting is one of the weaker qualities
Yeah, I
of this
feel
film.
like-
That's one of the things that holds it up, especially with kind of how flat the characters are written.
Mhm.
So now the acting is great. Specifically, something I didn't even mention is that very end scene with Zac Efron, like looking at his kids and crying. That like got me. Like that really felt
Mhm.
like a release, and it was like really well
Mhm.
acted. And I actually got me to cry. I didn't cry at any other point. I'm kind of hard to make cry, even though
Mhm.
I've cried at the last fucking 2 films we recommended, Autumn Sonata and this film. But nonetheless, that very ending scene with him crying got me. I was like, oh wow. And what he said about like, I'm not a brother anymore. Like,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
And
So
it's
no,
like-
fuck this guy.
I also thought that the mother performance was like, you could see the pain in her eyes. Like that was such a good. Like she did a good job.
Bro, she didn't stand out to me because she was an asshole.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, look how good that she looks when she actually cleans up. That is one of the most beautiful looking women. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you
No, no.
could get away with that with 90% of the population, not this fucking Hollywood actors looking girl. What are you on about,
I mean,
bro?
to be fair, look at her husband and how stubborn that fucking guy is. So
Yeah.
it was kind of just like, oh well, yep, that's what they are.
I'd be mad if I was fucking that all day.
But
Jesus.
I wouldn't.
What?
I was
What?
say he's not,
Oh my god.
What do you mean by that?
You guys are freaks.
Show me
All
your
right.
feet.
Okay, I got one right here. This is just 1 star. It's by a person named Graham Bolina. And this Nacho Libre gets super depressed and makes the whole audience overdose and die.
Did that say Nacho Libre? What?
Have any of you guys seen Nacho Libre?
The only wrestler ever, Nacho Libre.
What the fuck?
Yes, I've seen Nacho Libre, Blake.
Oh my god. Tommy, have you seen
No,
Nacho
I have
Libre?
no. It literally just sounds like the most racist thing in human
It's
history.
a Jack Black film, and he
It's
plays
just-
like a fucking Mexican wrestler.
What?
He basically he plays this dude that works at an orphanage and he's like a cook, but he runs out of money to like feed them, so he becomes a wrestler. And his name is like
the
Nacho Libre.
fuck? What
And he
are we
literally-
talking about?
He literally flies in the movie. Like at the last scene, he's like wrestling somebody and he jumps off and flies like 12 feet. It's wild.
Fun fact, it's a 4.6 on Letterboxd. It's higher than Stalker and Autumn Sonata.
What the fuck did you just say?
Hello? Are you serious?
Yeah, Letterboxd it. Look up Nacho Libre.
I'm not
I
looking
feel
at
like this is gonna end up in my
I feel
embarrassment.
like this is just a waste of my time.
Nacho Libre, 2006. Oh, that's a weird. That says 3.4. That's weird.
It's professional bullshitter.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm
Can you
not even.
imagine?
I'm not trying to be mean, but I literally sat. I looked at the cast, and like it's Jack Black, and it's Ana de la Regret. I can't pronounce that shit.
All Spanish people.
Yeah, it's literally all fucking Spanish people and Jack Black. What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's like a fucking what's his name? It's like a Steven Seagal movie, but like
They got Carlos, Julio, and Hector in here. What are we talking, dude? That's like the Hall of Fame of Spanish names.
Now we're really getting canceled.
No,
Yeah,
we're
okay.
not. Tell me.
might as well go out in the might as
They
well go
all
out in the
agree.
meeting,
They
right?
all agree.
You're a 4.6 Nacho Libre denier, so that's why you're getting canceled.
4.6 Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre is gonna fly and beat the shit out of you. I just want
The
you to-
Letterboxd top 100, bro. I'm
Shut
telling
up.
you.
Bro. All right. I gotta go find my review again because I sat there and. All right, here's mine. Here's my next one. It's a half star. This is another like talking point here. Genuinely excellent film that has nothing but 10 out of 10 performances across the board. A number of which, Carmi and Troy in particular, are awards worthy. It then perpetrated the idea that suicide can be anything other than destructive and it can go fuck itself forever for that.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
What?
so how did this
How is it not destructive? Did he just stand up and just fucking skip away?
I don't know. My question for this was gonna be, how do you think it handled it in the movie?
I think it handled it well. It wasn't. There was no good consequences.
Right.
To it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the
Unless
part
the-
where they're just like, "Oh shucks."
Unless the guy literally thinks that like the reason Zac Efron got a family is because all of his brothers killed himself, and not that that's like an unrelated thing that he did despite his brothers killing themselves.
Yeah. It's kind of a
Like-
weird thing to do.
Like it feels like that person. I'm going to pull out the big guns. Does not have media literacy. You know, like what are you
Right.
talking about?
Did you watch like 30 seconds and then just
Yeah.
turn the TV off and wrote a review?
I'm not 100% sure what they're even going for here. I wish they would have been more descriptive on what they think.
There's a lot of letterbox reviews like that where they make a claim and don't justify it, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
hard to even pick it apart because of that. It's like, well, what do you mean?
Active rage bait caught on camera.
I don't
It's
know.
the fucking bots from Autumn
It's
Sonata
also
again.
like the start of the review was like, "Oh man, the acting was so good. These people deserved awards." But I don't like how they did this one thing, so it's a half star.
Yeah, people like need to stop using half stars and
Mm.
5 stars so generously. I mean, people can do whatever they want; they got free will. But like to me,
Mhm.
those are like special ratings, like for special films
Yeah.
in both directions.
Yeah, Lee got a
Alright.
letterbox account. He already has like five stars, dude.
All but one of his films is 5 stars. Lee, I love you, but like you got to lock
I
in.
don't know why I immediately thought of it.
Me too. It's funny though. His reviews aren't bad.
No, like they're pretty
Like, I've read his
comprehensive.
reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. He puts thought into them.
I can't believe he's gonna have a higher ranking than me for the Mario Galaxy movie. I'm the Mario Galaxy guy. Click the channel icon real quick and see all the Galaxy shit I do. And he's gonna have a higher review of it than me.
Bro, I can't believe Lee has a soul and doesn't like nitpick every single film into a point where he doesn't enjoy it anymore.
He was like,
can't
this would have
believe
been
you
better if I was the main character and the director and the editor and everything.
I can't believe Lee doesn't. I can't believe Lee likes movies. Can you imagine actually liking movies?
You'd have to be a
as
total idiot.
Yeah. I hate movies.
Did
Personally.
did one of you guys text in the group chat?
Blake,
No.
why did you just stand I stand with Israel while we were talking?
What are you
Dude,
fucking talking about?
I mute every single server for this so that I don't get beeps, and I still end up with a beep.
There's nothing in the chat.
I stand with Israel 9:48. The minute that we're talking right now,
You're
when we're
stupid.
talking about your film, you send I stand with Israel. You know what? Fuck the Iron Claw. Half star.
You
Fuck
talking
you.
about?
That's it. My
What?
review's going
Changing
from
it now.
7 to 6.
Whoa.
From 6 back to 7. 6,
Pause.
7.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
Lock the fuck
Say
in.
on Skibbity, Blake. Say on Skibbity.
I'm not saying that shit.
Then I know you did it. You posted that.
You're a piece of shit. I'm not saying that.
I
Oh,
know
fuck.
you said that.
Not saying
All
that
right,
shit.
all right. I got a new one for you. I want your guys' opinion on this one, okay?
I swear
I'm-
to God, if it's the one I
Fuck
have picked
no.
out right now, I'm gonna fucking.
This is from Gawks, and it's a 2-star review, and they say feels like it was written by Chat GPT. Do you guys agree?
I want to know where this person lives.
I just want to talk to him. Why? Okay, God, be more fucking. Can
Send
we have
address.
reviews more than one sentence?
I don't like that these people. I feel like this person goes around work and calls themselves a critic.
I do that.
It's the Yelp reviews, dude.
Yeah, but you're not like was bad. 0 out of 10 stars. Did not like.
10 stars.
Yeah,
God, damn. Make some.
Their
Yeah,
last
I'm-
3 films, their last 3 films they watched were all 5 stars, and almost every film they've ever rated is a 5-star.
Besides,
To the films.
40% of all the
God.
films you've ever seen are a 5-star.
What are some of the movies?
Well, the last 3 were all like movies I guarantee you've never heard of, like
Mm.
Memories of Underdevelopment
oh, I've seen that.
and the love that you've seen. All right, read me the fucking. What is it about? It's a fucking Spanish film, I think.
Well, I could say it to you, but you don't speak Spanish.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Probably the most Spanish motherfucker in this group.
Hey, I
chat.
did. I took 3 years of Spanish.
I'm friends with the Mexican guy. Does that count?
You see, how you labos can maybe count to 10. I can count to like 14.
I can count to like infinite, bro. What are you fucking illiterate?
I
14,
mean, I don't even believe you're white anymore. Holy shit.
14 is catorce in Spanish, FYI.
Can you stop talking about 14? You have a bad track record on this issue.
I like 14.
What do you mean by that?
I was born on the 14th day of September. Not even joking. So 14 is my lucky number.
His favorite age.
Okay.
What?
What
What?
do you mean by that?
What do you mean age? Blake said ideal age.
That's not what I
Why did
said.
Blake
Okay.
DM me that he's dating a 5-year-old? Fuck.
We're replacing Blake.
Yeah.
Who are we replacing Blake with?
Zac
Markiplier?
Efron.
Chris Hansen.
Okay. All 4. Actually, all 3 of those guys can fucking join the podcast if they want. I don't give a fuck.
I love how we didn't
They
we
can
didn't
fit in
say
here.
any we didn't say like Netanyahu or Epstein or Trump or anything that was like bad. We only said like good answer. Okay, I've got another one. It's time to keep talking. Okay. Half star by Dr. Gaines RX. Great movie, but it gets I'm sorry. A half-star review with the first 2 words saying or first 3 words being a great movie. Just fucking. Okay, half star. Gaines RX, a great movie, but it gets a half star for being one of the most inaccurate films of all time.
What?
Carrie had a whole life and 2 daughters by age 23. They left out one other brother who also tragically committed suicide. Their father changed their name to Von Erich to better suit his Nazi character. Why is it so hard to stick to the fucking script that was written for you?
Because it's not needed.
So
It's
now
not-
it's time for the stick to the story or be the film morality issue. So what are our thoughts on that?
I don't think it's needed. It's not. I don't think it's necessary. If they it's very clear even without telling everybody that this dude was a straight up Nazi. He kind of already shows for it in the rest of the movie, and we already talked about why the other brother Chris isn't in the movie. There's good reasons he's not in the movie, and even the the Kevin Von Erich who approved that this movie be made said himself that he was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of good reasons why the movie is the way it is, and if it was any way else, it'd probably be lower, probably worse, and Kevin Von Erich probably would have fucking hated it. But no,
Yeah.
he gives his film high praise for what it's done.
Yeah, because this guy, he's a giant, Von Erich family fan from wrestling, and he was just so pissed that his fan, like, bro.
Right? Do you know why there's not a Chris Benoit movie yet? Fucker.
Dutch, are
Yeah,
you Chris Benoit?
That's
I
just
don't
a
know who
Chris
that is.
Benoit fan.
He's a big
That's
Chris
just saying
Benoit fan.
you're a big Chris Benoit fan.
I'm not saying that. He's probably Net and Hayu affiliated.
Kinda?
A
No.
little bit. A little bit.
I don't know.
He loved his family. That's
Yeah,
all we're gonna say.
dude, he's like, Happy Father's Day, Chris, and then he's like, yay! Wait, shh.
I have a feeling this guy like killed his kids or something.
What?
And you're almost there.
His wife?
Yeah,
Himself?
bingo with his bingo, and then
Yeah.
himself, man.
Average professional sports player.
All right. Hey.
I guess back to the other point.
I
I sympathize with what they're saying about accuracy. As somebody who's like extremely interested in history, I get this, but like this isn't a documentary. This film has to make creative sacrifices in order to be entertaining first. And ultimately, I think a film that is like 75% accurate, but does a really good job of spreading the story in an effective way that will raise more awareness for it, is better than a film that is 100% accurate that doesn't properly raise awareness because it's incompetent, boring, poorly made, et cetera, et cetera. So
I agree.
go watch a documentary, go read a Wikipedia article if that's what you want. But first and foremost, this has to be entertaining. Yeah.
I mean,
probably.
this story is interesting as hell.
Yeah.
Plus, they ended up in the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011.
They did.
So I'll have to Google that one and see what that Hall of Fame ceremony was like. If they, because usually WWE gives a pretty good
Oh yeah, they're very aware of
yeah,
the history.
like they're
No, they
usually
aren't.
pretty good.
Alright.
They aren't. They're not aware of
I've
history.
I've
actually.
read my 3.
Actually, have you said your 3 yet?
Yep, I'm done. I'm good.
I'm the only one left then. I got one more review here.
Hurry the fuck up.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
So my last review here is by a person conveniently named Blake, no affiliation. They gave it a half star and they said, I know you guys love your inspirational misery porn shot on film. But if I was one of those brothers and I saw this, I would need to find and choke out everybody involved. I would crawl out of my grave and literally become the Punisher.
How do you want
Okay.
us to respond to this, Blake?
Number one, why? Number two, obviously, like the real living fucking brother does not feel that way. Like we know that. So, like, could you provide a justification for why you, someone who's not their brother, would react in such a strong way?
Right?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's very wrong for just to not do your research on a movie this big that you can be passionate about.
Yeah, fuck you, Blake. The
Hey.
other one.
Oh,
The other
yeah. Yeah, fuck that guy.
one.
All right.
All right, well, that concludes Who Hated It.
That was a good ass conversation. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was
pretty
pretty
fun.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. What are we ready for Tommy's rec, or we
All
got
right. I'm good with mine.
I'm good. I'm interested. This is the fucking third
Okay,
round?
Yeah, this is the third
Third
round.
round.
So
Third
we are gonna be on what episode? Yeah, we'll be episode 7 next week.
And what episode were we just on?
6.
What the
Guys, please. My
Sorry.
hands are getting tired from doing the motion. Please.
Oh my god. Okay, so I've been really internally struggling this past week of trying to figure out how I want to wreck my films, because obviously Dutch and Blake have tastes. They have specific things that they like. And I'm much more of like, I guess out of us three, my taste is so much more of a variety than them. Like you could, like these two, they can point to things that they like. Like obviously Dutch likes slow cinema, and Blake likes westerns and those types of stories. So I wanted to be the wild card as of sorts. Why is Dutch muted?
Dutch.
Keep talking, buddy. I'm saying goodbye to my wife who's
There's
going
a
to work and I'm
giant
listening.
mute screen button on my screen.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yes.
Okay, if someone has a problem, remember they can come to my house. The address was on screen. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on saying goodbye to my wife.
I
all
want
right?
I want my live reaction. I want to see him. I want to hear his voice.
Let's turn your camera on. We want to see this reaction.
You're gonna hear me serenading my beautiful, loving, wonderful wife. That's what
Let's
you're
turn
gonna
your
hear.
camera on. We want to
Hi,
see this on.
Tabby. Shout out to Tabby.
Shout out to Tabby. She wants to know why my address was on screen. That's what she's asking. I don't think she's worried.
Dutch is gonna fight some kids.
Once you watch the episode of the podcast, you'll understand the context.
The episode of the podcast, Tabby, and then you'll know.
Okay, but as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by Dutch,
Blake.
Yeah.
Blake.
Fuck you, Blake.
Hey.
Are you ready, Blake? Are you
ready.
ready for Tommy to keep talking?
Okay, here we go.
ready.
Here we go. I wanted to be the wild card as of sorts. I wanted to be like the one film out of like different angles of all cinema life. So for this one, I kind of wanted to attach myself to like the superhero aspect. So we are going to be watching The Marvels 2023. Are you ready? It's The Marvels 2023. I'm sorry, I'm joking. Blake
I was silent for so long
Blake
that my mic just stopped working. Like
Blake texted me to do that at the very start of the podcast.
dude, when you said the word superhero, I was so close to recommending the most vile, disgusting, horrible fight wreck I could pull out.
Why do you think he's joking?
That was all Blake's idea.
Oh, if he's not joking, I'm fucking prepared
No,
for the nuclear arms race.
No,
if
we're
he wants
joking.
to.
Okay. All right, everyone, are we ready?
Tommy.
I'm ready.
So I
can't hear Tommy. Is he talking?
Motherfucker!
No, he's not talking.
Shut up, Dutch.
Tommy.
Shut up.
Oh my god, he
I am
laughed so
talking.
hard.
I'm
He died.
talking. You
Holy
bitch.
shit.
Tell him to reset. You bitch!
What?
Oh my god.
I can't hear him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Dutch the fucking liar. He could hear. I was literally like, "Hey, tell Blake to reset," and he just
Keep that in the pod. This is
I
the
will.
funniest fucking episode we've had yet.
Okay. Everything before I said superheroes is accurate. I want to be the wild card. I've been really struggling.
So we're not watching the Marvels?
No, we're not watching. I literally googled lowest rated Marvel movie. What the fuck is the Marvels? The fuck are we talking about? Okay, but I want to be the wild card when it comes to recommending things. So again, if it's according to the rules of this, I don't really know how this works, but I'm giving 2 recs. Okay. One's a short film and one is a full film. But I wanted the concept, I wanted it to be fun, and then I wanted something that's dark. So, since it's like Easter time and Easter is fun, I wanted to go with the greatest animated movie of all time. I'm going with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, 2004.
Yeah.
And for my short film, I want to do Opal.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
that's the short YouTube. It's on Adult Swim.
Respectable.
I've
So-
seen both of these.
So yeah, that's my rec. I wanted to do a 2-4, and I want to be the wild card. I want to be the least expected predictions, but the SpongeBob one will be fun because a lot of people have seen that, and maybe more of our friend group can actually watch the podcast because.
Nah, man, we'll sculpt you into a man of taste in due time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a slow cinema western enjoyer by the end of it.
Yes. Yeah. Next episode is going to be the SpongeBob SquarePants movie and Opal, which is
Sick.
what a fucking wacky combination of films.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting episode. I basically had the SpongeBob movie fucking memorized, and I just saw it again a couple months ago. So.
I want to go like in depth. Like I want to express my love for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yep, it's a great movie.
Okay. Another episode in the books. How we feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It was a fun episode.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I was expecting with the Iron Claw, but it definitely was not that.
What do you mean?
Like fucking family tragedy. I thought it was gonna be like a wrestling. Oh man, he won the championship finally.
Like a shitty biopic. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that because I guess if there's something that's in someone's top 4 or top 10, I kind of have a higher amount of expectations for it. You know?
I don't know. When I just like loaded it in, I guess that's what I just expected. Definitely wasn't family tragedy.
I wasn't expecting like really anything out of it. Like, I don't know. I kind of went in like, okay, sports movie, I'm probably not gonna like it. I'm probably gonna piss off Blake again. And then I was like pleasantly surprised.
Okay. Gosh,
All right.
6 episodes. I literally feel like I remember sitting down at Donnie's talking to Dutch, be like, so what's a good name for this?
Yeah, for real. It's
Is
been a
there-
blast.
Oh, yeah.
I found out that there's another podcast that's called B-Roll, and they talk about movies.
Ours is better.
That's true. Is this still the podcast?
What? Yeah.
Oh. Hi, podcast people.
Yeah.
How are you
Stop
doing?
looking at me!
Guys.
fucking looking at me!
Guys, we should all sing the outro as Tommy plays the outro. when he goes
That's
down.
so
I'm
funny.
not
when you
fucking
did that.
doing that, you virgin.
I literally like it's ending and I just hear him like go. It's a fun song. It's a royalty-free YouTube playlist song I found. It kind of reminded.
Copyrighted music, white boy.
I do want to say that sometimes, like at the very start, when like the music was playing, I was like, "Dude, did Blake put the music here?"
All right. I love you people who watch this. If
Yeah, appreciate
Jordan, my
everybody.
buddy from work, is watching this, that's awesome. Let me know that you saw this.
Jordan.
We'll see if you're a true fan.
Jordan.
Alright.
Jordan, Dutch's work friend Jordan. Shout out to Jordan.
All right. See you later, people.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Thank
we
you
love
guys
you.
so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope you have an amazing Easter and a better start to your work week. Bye.
Bye.
Skibbity toilet.